all as we share with one another what we believe. Candace?
Good evening. It is an honor and a pleasure to be here with you tonight. My spiritual path for the past 15 years has been pagan, and more specifically, devotion to the goddess. I was drawn to this path because it is, in my opinion, much kinder, greener, and tolerant than the mainstream religion I was raised with. Unlike most other spiritual paths, pagans do not have a book or any one source of teachings or instruction. We are encouraged to think outside the box, use our minds, and go within for answers. I've often said, ask 100 pagans the same question, and you will probably get 100 different answers. And that is, I believe, why most pagans have chosen this path. We are creative, free-spirited, independent thinkers. We don't like a lot of rules. There is, however, one main rule for all neo-pagans, and that rule is harm none. That may surprise some of you who, through TV, movies, and other sources of misinformation, have seen pagans or witches portrayed in very negative, scary ways. Our temple was founded in 1993 by writer, philanthropist, peace activist Genevieve Vaughn. Genevieve purchased 20 acres of desert land just 14 miles south of the Nevada test site and built a goddess temple there to serve as a beacon of positive, feminine energy in an area she found lacking it. The core values of our temple are peace, goddess spirituality, and the gift economy. It is the gift economy that will be my focus this evening, in keeping with the topic, economic crisis, religious solutions. Not all economies are based on maximizing personal gain. Gift economy is a system of giving or gifting each other rather than charge, exchange, or even barter. Gift economy allows the spiritual aspects of life to come forward beyond the toxic ego orientation of profit. Gift economy is green. It's sustainable and natural. In a gift economy, the values of care supersede the values of violence and war. Environmental philosophist Dave Pollard explains it this way: the gift economy offers us a means to learn, to understand, to take charge, and to change our world. It is a natural economy steeped in millions of years of pre-civilization human culture and the culture of all life on earth. If enough of us embraced it, the modern market economy, built on the faulty and inhuman foundations of inequality, scarcity, false quantification of value and acquisition, could not exist. Early humans shared what they had. Anthropologist Marshall Solins writes that Stone Age gift economies were economies of abundance, not scarcity. Sharing was the norm. Pacific Island societies prior to the 19th century were essentially gift economies. The practice still endures in parts of the Pacific today, in some of the outer Cook Islands. Despite the gradual appearance of a market economy, a form of gift economy remains in the strictly egalitarian sharing of all food resources in each atoll. Every one of us has been gifted with life on this amazingly beautiful and abundant planet. When we see ourselves as one large, diverse human family, rather than us versus them, it is much easier to envision gift economy as a working system. In a delightful 9-minute YouTube video about gift economy, Audrey now says, "We're not talking about a matriarchy as opposed to patriarchy, where women run things rather than men. We are talking about people giving when someone needs and receiving when they are in need or when they choose. If we lived in balance with the earth, gift economy would be natural." Sometimes it seems hard to imagine how a gift economy would work, but gift economy is at work all around us and always has been. Society as we know it could not exist without unpaid gifting work. Raising children, teaching them language, nurturing them is all done without charge. We help our neighbors. We run errands for friends without charge. Volunteers gift their communities with needed services. FreeCycle offers items no longer needed to those who can use them. Couch surfing allows you to stay with people all over the planet without cost. Traditional scientific research can be thought of as information gift economy, as is most of the internet. About 10 years ago, I intentionally cut my paid work week back to 30 hours. I realized that my 50-plus hours per week job did not permit me time or energy for community service, which I very much wanted to do. That decision indirectly led me to my current position of community service and peace activism at the temple. Since its establishment, the temple and grounds have been a gift to all who visit there. No one has ever been asked to pay for anything at the temple, not a ritual, not a workshop, a counseling session, or a stay in the guest house. Our guest house can accommodate up to 12 people comfortably. It can be used for individual getaways or for group retreats or workshops. It is very common for us to have a guest house full of peace activists. We are also a couch surfing host and have had visitors from all over the world. Our kitchen is fully equipped and we supply sheets and towels for your stay. You are requested to bring only food and personal items for your visit and treat the guest house as you would your own home. Alcohol, drugs, and weapons are not permitted. On the temple grounds, you do not have to be pagan or female to use our facilities. It is available to all open-minded, peaceful people. This gathering tonight is a perfect example of gift economy. We have come here this evening to share freely with each other, to open our hearts and our minds, to gift each other with warm smiles, firm handshakes, love, and acceptance. Blessed be.
Good evening. I am honored to be here. This is my first opportunity since relocating to Las Vegas in July to be part of an interfaith program, and I am truly honored to be a part of this one. An American businessman visits a coastal village in Mexico. He's sitting at the pier where a fisherman docks a small boat. Inside the boats are yellowfin tuna. The American compliments the fisherman on the quality of his fish and asks how long it took to catch them. "Only a little while," the fisherman replies. The American asks why he didn't stay out longer and catch more fish. The Mexican says he had all he needed for his family. The American then asks, "But what do you do with the rest of your time?" The fisherman said, "I sleep late, fish a little, play with my children, take a siesta with my wife, stroll in the village each evening where I sip wine and play guitar with my amigos. I have a full and busy life, senor." The American says, "I'm a Harvard MBA and I can help you. You should spend more time fishing and buy a bigger boat with the proceeds. With the profits from the bigger boat, you could buy several boats. Eventually, you'll have a fleet of fishing boats. Instead of selling your catch to a middleman, you could sell directly to the processor and open up your own cannery. Once you control the product processing and the distribution, you would need to leave this coastal fishing village and move to Mexico City and then Los Angeles, New York, where you could run your enterprise." The fisherman listened politely. "But senor, how long will this all take?" The businessman replied, 15 to 20 years. "But what then, senor?" "That's the best part," the American said. "When the time is right, you'll announce